What up, y'all? Welcome back. Tiffany here, and talking about another episode of Insecure. So, welcome back to my channel. Of course, make sure that you like, subscribe, so that you don't miss any videos and you keep up with these recaps. Also have loads of other cool shit on my channel that I would love for you to check out. But we are on episode 3 of Insecure, so let's jump right in. This was definitely another story build episode. I'll be honest, it was kind of boring to me. I didn't really have a lot to tweet about, but it's always really fun to interact with everybody on Twitter. For the recap, it is November now, and everyone's getting ready for Thanksgiving. So we start off the episode with Lawrence practicing a speech in the mirror, move into Condola, so they've had a little nightcap situation. We go a little bit further, there is a Issa, Condola, Lawrence run-in, and then Issa, Molly doing some shopping for Thanksgiving. They have a little situation there. Issa's Thanksgiving with her mom and boyfriend, which this is our first time seeing Issa's mom, which was pretty cool. Hey, Tasha Mack. And then we get into Molly's family and their Thanksgiving. So basically that's the whole episode. We get a ton of cameos from Sidecast over Instagram stories, which I absolutely love because they're turned and acting a damn fool, which what else would you expect? So back at the top, we got Lawrence in the mirror. We get to Condola. I did not peg Condola for someone who would sleep without a bonnet or a scarf or something. She's just been giving so much natural hair, black girl vibe that I definitely thought we'd see her in some sort of head wrap. So that had me feeling a little sus. For one, you have the maniac alarm that scares you into waking up, and then 2, why your hair not tied up, sis? It's gonna be nappy and all friction and bad. But whatever. They have a conversation, her and Lawrence, about what they have going on and whatnot. He's like, hey, babe, it's Thanksgiving. You want to do something? She's like, I'm actually already doing something. And he's definitely in his feelings because she didn't invite him. He's like, do you want me to come? Should I be invited? I'll come. And she's very, I don't know, not put off by it, and she's kind of like, oh, I guess whatever. But you could definitely tell she had no plans of even saying anything to him about it, and she was just going to let Thanksgiving with her friends be what it was, and wasn't even stunning him like that. A little bit later in the episode, Issa's at a restaurant kicking it. Lawrence pops up and ruins her show for her. They do their playful banter, which they're such a vibe. They've been together so long, they know each other so well, it just literally flows. Condola comes up, her and Lawrence, I guess, are supposed to have a date there, and Issa's in this restaurant that Condola introduced her to. Super awkward exchange, and then Issa's like, oh yeah, I was just about to leave, which of course, the timing in Issa's awkward ass life. The guy at the restaurant's eat in, order for Issa, drink and food and all this shit, and she takes it to go. This scene is kind of to me because Condola pulls up on some, how y'all talking? And literally looks at Issa okay, mama, you're still here and why? And it's really, really awkward. Issa, of course, feels it and leaves. I wouldn't have left. I know, I can definitely be the B word, but I feel if we're gonna coexist, we're gonna coexist. Y'all not gonna be running me out of spaces. I'm not gonna be awkward. I'd have been all right, y'all enjoy your lunch somewhere else, but I'm not going anywhere. You guys can go. It got really weird really fast, and ugh. Then we go to Issa and Molly at the store. They're shopping, getting stuff for Thanksgiving. They're really excited. Issa has to do Thanksgiving with her mom and her mom's new boyfriend, and she's not really feeling it, which I can relate. I definitely have to do a 2-family Thanksgiving thing, and in the beginning it was very awkward and we didn't want to participate, so totally feel that. Holidays is definitely a different time. Molly is, shopping for cooking food for her family. They discuss a little bit about her dad's situation, which is still fairly awkward, but it's Thanksgiving. She's gonna make us snacks, whatever, and be done. And then she's like, hey, should I invite Asian babe? What's up? And Issa goes in, hun. Issa's like, girl, it's too early. You're gonna scare him off like you did last time. And, you know, being old Molly and shit like that. Molly's like, oh, for real, sis? You're gonna come for me and you're in a throuple? Which sets Issa off. She's really trying to, like, act like she's all cool about Lawrence. She's not talking to Molly really about Lawrence, but I know it's because, you know, how she knows how Molly feels about it. So when Molly takes a little shot, Mama reaches back a season and grabs Drone, was like, baby girl, y'all was just, so please don't. And then we get like a super like low hit from Molly, like, girl, but you're fucking for weed and toiletries, so you don't get to say, like, trump card on everything. And it was spicy, and I love that they had a moment in that where it was just like, oh dang, like, we falling apart, huh? Like, this is not how it's supposed to be, we're falling apart. They're like, hey, let's talk about it, we'll do pie time at Thanksgiving, you know, whatever, and try to get it together. Thanksgiving comes, Issa gets out of doing the stuff with her mom and his boyfriend, and Molly does Thanksgiving with her family. Issa's very flaky about it. Oh, I'll let you know, whatever. And Molly's over it at this point, girl, do you? And end of the episode, Issa's just like, hey, can we talk another time? Molly, of course, knows this is coming, so no big deal. But next episode with their friendship looks real spicy. Like, they definitely, you know, we're going to Tiffany's house to see the baby, and they're definitely not feeling each other. This is how it goes, you know what I mean? Like, when you and your bestie have a little situation, it definitely tends to get a little bit hotter than it would if it was just like a whatever friend. So I'm a little nervous for that next, because I know they're both spicy, and I knew it was gonna come, but there are faves, so you don't want them to be like, man. But what can you do? So I think it's gonna get really good. We get everybody back. Some of my favorite pieces about this episode was definitely the family dynamics and getting to see the families. Amal is probably my #1 secondary character. He is fucking funny. Like, he's hilarious. He's got so much vibe. Like, I really enjoy seeing him on screen. So it was really dope to have pretty much a whole episode of him and Issa. I love their relationship. I love them talking about their family stuff. I love both of them not trying to be about adult twins and having to hang out with this family that they don't really care about and doing their whole Mexican thing. And he gives her some really good advice. Like, I don't think he always realizes like how much what he's saying is like touching her in the moment, but they definitely make sure to pan the camera to her when he's saying things about, you know, being who you are, not changing for anybody, not listening to what other people think, and she's really needing to hear this right now. So I really appreciated that it's him, because usually he's just like, what up, bitch, where's the drinks? I'm here to party. And this was a very, very close moment. I'm really close with my brother, so this was love. And then being at Molly's house and seeing how her brothers and her interact, I love it. Her older brother reminds me so much of my brother. He's younger than me, but he definitely, you know, it sometimes seemed like he's my older brother. He's definitely my sounding board. And a lot of times is the one who kind of like gets the family back together when all of us are acting a fool and things. So really great to see that from him. I also enjoyed them and their family dynamic. In last season, you know, we hear him, no, I think it was the first season actually, talk about him being the stripper girl and her trapping him, but he loved her and all that kind of stuff. And so in this season, we get the younger brother with the baby mama, with the baby that's not his, which she came in and she was so extra, hugging and your nephew, and everyone keeps on like sending these little like subs to him, and he's just like, why everybody keeps saying that? Molly's mom is the shade queen, which, I mean, y'all see the Thanksgiving clapback tweets. For those who are not in a black family and don't get this, this is what it is. I mean, she's talking about Molly getting thickety thick, and when you gonna give me babies, where your man at? And also her brothers not overthinking anything, and like just, hey girls, to the two dusty broads on the couch that she's just really not vibing with. Molly's family also is really, really great in the banter and like the making fun. That's how it is all the time. I love the swap meet mannequin, is he crazy and rich? Like, definitely felt so authentic, so true. Black family Thanksgiving. I always appreciate those moments in the show because it definitely is written, produced, and, you know, put together by Black people and with a lot of Black influence, and I think that's important. You can definitely tell the difference in shows that are not and ones that are trying to, like, make up the information for the demographic that their show reaches, and it does not do it. I mean, it's so authentic all the way through, and I love that so much, and this was just a really feel-good episode. Most of the drama this week comes from your girl Condola and Lawrence. So, like I mentioned in the beginning, the whole Friendsgiving situation, Lawrence invites himself, and Condola plays it cool, I guess, kinda. And he shows up, he looks really nice. She already seems like, she's like, oh, you dressed up, you look nice, whatever, but it's a really, really weird vibe. Lawrence brings some bottles, they talk, she goes to get dressed, and this nigga is like, oh girl, yes, get dressed, I'll fix your sink for you. Lawrence, boo, you must have forgot, like, we know you. What is you finna fix? You not finna do nothing. So she leaves and dude gets on YouTube, which bless up to the show. Like, come on. The YouTube video he watches is fucking hilarious. But I mean, of course, like, you shouldn't even have volunteered. Who is you trying to be for this woman? Because you can't. Which later in the episode, he goes to use a sink and is spitting and going crazy all over him because, duh, Lawrence, like, who you thought you was, because we already know who you are. The whole Friendsgiving thing is okay. Definitely you have the drunk friend, which always happens, the loud one. I think that's usually me. But you get Lawrence interacting with her friends. It all seems really cool. They go to get some more wine and the drunk's friend like, ooh, I'm so happy that she found you. She's been needing to just do something casual and let loose, and you seem really cool with that. Everything's working out, which Lawrence is not vibing with. So everyone goes home. She's like, thank you so much for co-hosting with me. He's like, thanks for inviting me. And she's like, oh, boop, boop. Well, technically you invited yourself. I didn't invite you. I wasn't going to invite you, but I mean, you came and it was cool, which, damn girl, like, being a bitch. But he's like, so you weren't gonna tell me. You're sitting in the room with your friends talking about you don't ever want to get married, you don't want family, and then your drunk girl, who drunk people be speaking honest, came up and basically told me that I'm just your little, you know what I'm saying, jump off. Like, we just cutty buddies and then that's really it. Which I kind of feel like is true because you didn't really want me here. So he's going in hard at her. She's like, whoa, whoa, pump your brakes. And he brings up her ex, which you shouldn't have, baby, because she was like, oh, are we doing this? And was like, well, tell me about you and Issa with the Kiki, because y'all was seeing all chummy, y'all got mutual friends, y'all still be kicking it, and if she didn't cheat on you, you would still be with her. So you don't get to come to me with no ex noise, like whatever. And he was on mute because, I mean, it's all true. And then we get flashy flash of him at home. He's watching these Instagram stories that have been going all day. Issa posted her in the mall at the Mexican restaurant, and what's the story he reacts to? Issa at the Mexican restaurant. So he does that little automatic laughy laugh. Then we see Issa's little typing stuff, and boy, he was grinning so hard waiting on that response. Like, couldn't wait to hear from Bae. My friend Kanisha told me on Instagram the other day she wants them back together. I didn't really want them back together. I want her to flourish and grow, but I think she's gonna get her wish because my man's was smiling. And cut episode ends with Case of the Ex by Maya, which, what a fantastic song. Like, what a grab, what a connection, like the perfect song to end the episode. Like, what you gonna do when you can't say no? Like, that was probably my favorite part of the whole episode. It made me so happy. Like, that, it was just like cherry on top, chef's kiss. So that's it, y'all. That's a wrap. Not a super intricate episode, but definitely got spicy at some moments. It definitely set us in a place to where now there are some problems that have come up that we need some solutions to, which I think we're gonna get in these next couple of episodes. I do think a couple of the tensions gonna rise a little bit. That whole Issa, Condola, Lawrence thing is gonna get spicy. Issa and Molly are already spicy, and now everybody's gonna get into the spiciness, so I'm excited to see how the side friends feel about that. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments. Share with me. What do y'all think is gonna happen with Issa and Lawrence? Do you think they're getting back together, or do you think they're just gonna like realize they're friends? Maybe they need to put some extra distance between them so they can both grow and separate. How bad do you think Issa and Molly are gonna get? Like, how spicy do you think that friendship and those conversations are gonna go? Let me know. Also, let me know who your favorite secondary character is. Like I said, Amal is mine. I just think he adds so much sauce every time he's in a scene. But I want to hear from you guys and know who you guys think is the best secondary character. So drop that in the comments. Again, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it so much. Follow me on Instagram @TiffSaysGo. And I'll be back with another recap next Sunday.